of next week. Let's go over to Angel.
Thank you, Jeff. Well, many regard her as one of the best all-around athletes ever in the world, male or female, and she was from right here in Southeast Texas. We're talking about Mildred Diedrichson Zaharias, or Babe, as she was better known, and we are so honored today to be joined by Rich and Sandra Neil Wallace, their husband and wife, and co-authors of a new children's book, Babe Conquers the World, the legendary life of Babe Zaharias. And thank you guys so much for being here. This is great. I've long been a fan of her, and I've been here Beaumont 16 years, and I still am learning stuff about her.
Well, you know, this book will introduce a whole new generation of fans to Babe, because it's funny, we do a lot of school visits, Angel, and we ask them who the Babe is, and their hands shoot up, and they say Babe Ruth. And yet Babe Diedrichson Zaharias was the greatest woman athlete. So this story reads like an adventure story because her life was very much an incredible adventure. And we're hoping that the book will inspire kids to dream big and believe in themselves like Babe did.
And I like the idea that this is the first children's book ever written about her, which is incredible because she is so inspiring to young people.
Well, actually, there was a biography that was done about 25 years ago, but librarians, after 10 years, shelved their books and their biographies. So school kids and educators are so excited about this book, too, because it's an unvarnished look at a hero who is a human being as well. So Babe wasn't perfect. She made mistakes, but she was so inspiring. And for me in particular, because I was a sportscaster with ESPN in the 1990s, and back then it was still difficult to be a woman covering sports. As a matter of fact, the first day on the job, I covered the NHL, and a reporter came up to me and said, "Welcome to the end of your career."
Wow.
So thinking about Babe helped inspire me to go on, because after she won 3 medals in the 1932 Olympics, that a reporter from that very same newspaper called her an it, as if a woman athlete couldn't be a woman at all. And what did Babe do? She responded by becoming the greatest woman golfer.
And in everything, in all sports, and that was incredible. Now, how did you, being not from Texas, not being from here, and you wonder, do other people in the nation know about her, but yet you did know about her, and you were inspired to go the extra mile and write this with your husband?
Absolutely, and Rich was a sports journalist as well, and he has a story to tell about his love of Babe.
When I was a young boy, we're going back 50 years into New Jersey now, and there was a children's biography of Babe back then, and I read it. I read several sports bios, Jim Thorpe and Babe Ruth, and then the next one I picked up was Babe, and she inspired me so much because she had learned to become a hurdler by hurtling over the hedges on Doucette Avenue here in Beaumont.
Right here in Beaumont.
Yeah, she would run along her flat street and hurdle over the hedges on the lawns, and within a couple of years of that, she was Olympic champion in the hurdles and also the javelin in second and the high jump in the 32 games in Los Angeles.
So in essence, she started her Olympic training right on her street here in Beaumont on Doucette.
And sometimes this is proof that truth and fact is more exciting than fiction, because it is an adventure novel, and she is a real person.
Not only was she a real person, she had such sass. I think you could call her the first female athlete trash talker. And she had unique idiosyncrasies as well. She loved toasted cupcakes. We brought cupcakes.
Exactly, and we should bring it. That's one of the things that I actually learned about Babe that I never do. Let's bring in the cupcakes,
Color
Rich.
coordinated with the book there.
And the Lunch of Champions was also, she loved onion sandwiches, but we thought it would probably be best today for the crew, for you guys and gals to eat cupcakes.
And there you go. If she could be such a great athlete and eat cupcakes, then hey,
it's a breakfast of champions.
Exactly,
really.
I like that. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much.
Where can we get the book?
Thank you, Angel.
You can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and your local indie bookstore.
Pretty much anywhere you can get books, you can find Babe Conquers the World.
So hopefully the next time in a year when we visit schools and we say who the Babe is, they'll put their hand up and they'll also say Babe Diedrichson Zaharias.
I've read the book, definitely. That's what they're going to say. They'll read their book, and please come back to Texas.
Absolutely, we will.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much.
So to come on 12 News at noon, what a Southeast Texas